Movie Holics!
What's going on, guys? I'm Terrance Cole and welcome to the very first episode of Comic Relief. Now this show is about the ever-growing popularity of comic book movies and how they affect pulp culture. Comic book movies in the last decade have done incredible in the box office. Well, most of them anyway. In that span, these movies have done over $20 billion in the box office. $20 billion! I don't even think Bill Gates has got that kind of money. I mean, I know he's got billions. I don't think it's 20 billion. With all the comic movies in the past and still more to come, I figured what better way to start my very first episode than with my top 5 comic book movies of all time. For now, I could wake up tomorrow morning and change it. I'm probably gonna change it next year when Batman vs. Superman comes out, all you Affleck haters. Now this list is my opinion. Your opinion could be different than mine, and that's okay. Movies are subjective. There is no right and there is no wrong. Unless it's Elektra. It's all wrong. Nothing right about it. That movie is wrong. But other than that, no right, no wrong. Now that we got that out of the way, let's kick off the list at number 5 with Iron Man.
Good luck keeping up.
Directed by Jon Favreau, Iron Man might be the best comic book movie, origin-wise, on the big screen that we've ever seen. From the beginning to the end, this movie is immensely entertaining and very fun to watch. This movie did a great job of showing the actual character development between Tony Stark the billionaire and Tony Stark the hero. Ultimately though, this movie makes the cut because without the success of Iron Man, who knows where Marvel Studios would be today. And let's be honest, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark was awesome. Like, he's really good. Like, I don't even know if he even knew that he was Tony Stark. He probably thought the whole time he was Tony Stark. I bet Robert Downey Jr. now today thinks that he's Tony Stark and not Robert Downey Jr. anymore. So could they have actually casted Tony Stark any better?
For your consideration, the Jericho.
Coming in at number 4 is the 1989 Batman. Directed by Tim Burton and with the help of 1986 Frank Miller's comic book miniseries The Dark Knight Returns, which is incredible, by the way, if you've never read it, this film took Batman out of the kaboom, pow, bam age that we got from Adam West's 1966 to 68 TV series. And to help pave the way for the Batman we all know and love today, I have a shirt right now. That's how much I love Batman. Burton gave us a darker toned Gotham and Batman, played by Michael Keaton. He's the best. Than what we were normally used to back then. However, I believe it was Jack Nicholson as the Clown Prince of Crime, the Joker, that stole the show. Nicholson gave us a Joker that was a little playful, a little crazy, and really deadly. At a controversial number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who are you?
Star-Lord.
Who?
Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Forget it.
Now I understand that I might get a lot of flack for putting this on my list so high, but I love this movie, so you haters can suck it for all I care. Guardians of the Galaxy, directed by James Gunn, is such a good movie, for me at least, that it is my second favorite Marvel Studios film of all time. Actually, I take that back. It is probably my second favorite Marvel film in general of all time. For those who are interested in characters like Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man that was recently just released, and Captain Marvel, you're only getting these movies because of Guardians of the Galaxy's success. Most people have never even heard of Guardians of the Galaxy, and it still did $734 million in the box office. It's got action, comedy,
himself mostly.
He's wanted largely on charges of minor assault, public intoxication,
a little romance, such a cool soundtrack. and a talking raccoon.
Oh, yeah.
Coming just short of the top spot at number 2 is the Avengers.
We're not a team. We're a time bomb.
Director Joss Whedon did an incredible job of getting a bunch of characters that were stuffed into one movie and not making it feel so stuffed in one movie. Also, unlike some of the more recent Marvel movies, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy and maybe Ant-Man, this movie took itself not too seriously, but also made sure that it had a lot of good points in the movie as far as the actual drama in it. I've seen this movie countless times, and it's still so fun to watch because you can actually see throughout the film and pick up on things that they're still going with in current storylines and further storylines later on. It was also so cool all to see these characters that I remember growing up and reading about be on the actual big screen together as one cohesive unit. Here we go, guys. This is my number 1 comic book movie of all time, The Dark Knight.
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
This movie's awesome. Do I need to explain it?
You need to explain it.
I do?
You need to, yeah.
How about Heath Ledger? His performance in that movie alone makes it awesome. Ledger's performance awarded him an Oscar, which makes him the only actor to win the award for playing a comic book character. Go ahead, look it up. Only actor. Don't worry, I'll wait. Now, I understand that Heath Ledger's death maybe played a hand in him winning that award, but if anyone actually went to that movie and then walked out saying, "Yeah, I could totally tell that was Heath Ledger," you were a liar and you were not to be trusted. Outside of Ledger's performance, Christopher Nolan chose great shot composition and had good direction of the film from beginning to end. And what better way to finish the list than with the portrayal of the 2 most iconic hero versus villain battles in comic history.
You just couldn't let me go, could you? This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. You truly are incorruptible, aren't you? Huh? You won't kill me out of some misplaced sense of self-righteousness. And I won't kill you because you're just too much fun. I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
Well, guys, that brings us to the end of our very first episode of Comic Relief. I want to thank Kyler and Monica for giving me this opportunity to talk about something that I'm very passionate about. I also want to thank my wife and my friends for also supporting me in doing this. That's sappy, I know, don't judge me. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe at the button down below. Also, make sure if you haven't already, follow Movie Holics on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud. Also, check out movieholics.net. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at TerranceCole19. Everything that I just said is in the description below. See you guys next time on Comic Relief.